care who you know from my block. You're not Al Capone, they can take my car and my creps. I'll still do the road in my socks. Like who's gonna stop me? You, him, little man. I got blue slims. Don't be an idiot, move smart. I've been killing it, new king. You ain't ready for my new stuff. You're a boy by yourself, go and group up. And when Crep went states for the BTs, I was covering Crep like a boot cut. If mad, it's a family thing, straight family thing. Dumb man, I broke no salary thing.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. The Bills come into today's matchup wanting to find a way to walk out of the stadium with win number 5 on the season. It's the Packers going up against the Bills.
Thanks, Larry. We have your typical winter day in Buffalo with temperatures in the 20s as we approach kickoff at New Era Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Buffalo Bills. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Flush to his right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Throwing, Hundley. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They run for it with Ajayi. It's a pickup of 3 that time, and it'll give the Packers a 1st down.
Man, you talk about a coach setting the tone on the first drive of the ball game. On his own side of midfield, he says, forget it, punting unit. We're going for it. And his guys are able to get him a 1st down.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Bulldozes past him. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's just running the ball 101 because too much east-west, not enough north-south. Got to get upfield, don't you?
They just kept stringing him out before he knew it. He had hit the sideline. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Drops it off to Ajayi. And he's brought down. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. The first carry now. This is Hill. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. That's complete to Cobb. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. They dump off underneath to Ajayi. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. That one goes for 24 yards. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Reggie Nelson. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
On 2nd down, here's Peterman. Caught left side to Crabtree. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there. Yeah,
I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
An update from around the league as our first one comes from New Orleans. And the Bucs are out to an early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Back deep is DeAnthony Thomas. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken at the 15. They'll be hard-pressed to match that one. That a 65-yard punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Well, starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the first down. Drive 1 is they had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out.
But warm-up QB2, let's bring in the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take them downfield and you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Rarely do teams score on every single drive in a game. but they like what they did there. They just hope they can pay it off this time with some points.
They go play action here on first down. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. To throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. Dancing to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
And Charles, a couple extra defensive backs in here on 3rd and 1.
Not expecting them to run it at all.
In motion left is Kyle. He'll set up to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jay Ajayi, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. Crosby on now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
On 3rd down, Peterman. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Not an ideal spot to be on first down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we've got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in 2nd and manageable.
They run again with Ajayi. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
12 yards there as they move the chains. They'll look to throw here on first down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Darren Waller, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. And he knocks it through. Crosby on now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
A good pick up there of 20 yards. Now a first down carry here for McCoy. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Second down, Peterman. He's going to fire one deep over. This is caught at the 20. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. From the red zone now, here's Peterman on first down. Steps away to his left. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On second down, it's McCoy. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And he's got his man. That's Landry. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's first and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Out of the gun, Peterman. This is caught, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 1:59 to go in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this. They'll try and run it with McCoy. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Bills have cut it to within a score. And that'll make it 13-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Buying time to his left. And he will go down inside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Jerry Hughes in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They set up the screen to Ajayi. And they'll get him down here at the 23. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And this is away, and I don't think Landry will get a chance to return here. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Meanwhile, a second quarter score from Carolina. And it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Throwing now, Peterman on 1st down. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Charles Clay has tied in the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the 1st half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
All right, here we go. Leopard! Back down! Detroit! Detroit! Hurry! No, Jack, Patriot!
To throw again is Peterman. Left side, caught by Matthews. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Fresh set of downs here.
No, Jack, Patriot! Detroit! Leopard!
They go play action now. Peterman. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Trying to get it to Clay that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they? When they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown. And this one, they help force another incompletion.
Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90! Back down to that Philly, here we go!
Final play of the half, it's Peterman. Got his man complete over the middle. That's McCoy. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry, so both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. But give to McCoy. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Forced out to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
The Bills on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
No. Check. Patriot. Detroit.
From the shotgun, Peterman. Looking to hit Matthews, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Wait a second. They did not accept that after the incompletion. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's 3 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Now Hundley. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. The Packers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Throwing, Hundley. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run it now out of the gun. Heck of a broken tackle, but only able to work this down near the 23. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. But winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game. But when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, it's one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Now Mason Crosby for the Packers field goal try. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So it's only 3 points on this opening drive of the third quarter. And even though that stretches out the lead, Charles, I think you'd have to consider this a win for the defense, no?
Couldn't agree more, Brandon. That offense got themselves in prime position to really open up this ball game, but the drive stalled out. And yeah, 3 points is very easy to get back in today's NFL.
They'll start on the ground with McCoy. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, this is the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't...
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Navarro Bowman in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. From the gun, it's Peterman. Going deep here for Matthews. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Returnable for Thomas. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now the Packers get set to go. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. Back to throw here. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Marcel Darius getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. 2nd down now after the sack. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And Nelson's got it here right side. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around the bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Back now in Buffalo. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 11. And he motions the wide receiver. He'll look to throw. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the 1st down yardage before he's brought down. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Here's Ajayi. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Ajayi escapes him. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 11 yards on the pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. The gain of 5 that time gives them the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. They run with Ajayi. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. Oh, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jay Ajayi with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Now back to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Kevin Minter. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Crosby on now to kick it away. Now Tre'Davious White on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And here come the Bills. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Going to drop this off to McCoy, complete. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play here for Buffalo. And even 40 yards. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 1st and 10, it's Peterman. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, That could possibly seal this one.
Man open right side. It's the tight end, Clay. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Jordan Matthews, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills get a bit closer. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the former first-rounder, D. Milliner. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
Let's go. Grand 38.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. They'll begin the drive with a Ajayi. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This is 3rd and 7. This is Ajayi. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On now is the Packers punter. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
And he lost 6 there on the 1st down play. Now the Bills will hustle to the line. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Peterman to throw. He's going to let it fly. It got his man complete. It's a big play for the Bills on 3rd down. And even 40 yards. And at this stage, down in the 2nd half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Second down now after the incompletion. Here's Peterman. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Holmes. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The Bills on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 6. Peterman. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Let's go. Blue landing. Blue landing. Over. Leopard. Kill. Black 99 Philly. Here we go. Detroit.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Packers are going to win this football game. Now it's Ajayi. Finding some room at midfield. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Packers, they continue to rack up the victories as this one moves them to 13-2 on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Bills, it's another loss as they now fall to 4-11. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Buffalo.
Picture me putting my city all over the map. They wasn't believers, I had to get even and mad. We coming up, pulling up, jumping all over your grass. So tell them I got a new girl. Tell them that I'm begging, I want on my 50s in cash. I'm tired of living check to check. I need 20 models. This is smiling in my grave, fresh to death. I've been Wu-Tang with a spectral deck. Yeah, I gotta just get off my chest. I cannot miss it, got last on my list and you next. Take it how you want it. I ain't famous like I want it, but I think I might just skirt off. Blow the speakers and turn off. Pop up. Go to church with my shirt off. Tell the Lord that I'm here now. I've been waiting for so long. I've been patient for so long. Breaking rules like there's no laws, and I did it for a long time. If you don't like me, take a ticket. There's a long line. Nice to meet me. I think the pleasure's all mine. They've been clocking me so long, I think they lost time. Ooh, you lost. What you mean? Woo! What you mean? Woo! And now I'm just a So what you mean? Woo! Hold up, whoa, what you mean? Woo! Hold up now. Don't know what you think it compare me to. Adrenaline popping, the blood be leaking and running. Yeah. I do what I do, I don't care if you like it or love it. Tell all of my got a new girl. Wait. You tell the that I'm the bank and I want all my money in hundreds. I'm tired of living on the edge. I want it, they gon' call the feds. I just bought a cost an arm and leg. My mama told me to take it back and get a job instead. Where's your common sense? Me and the devil got too much in common, I swear. Yeah. Born in the ghetto, I never had nothing to fear. Take it how you want it. I ain't famous like I want it, so I might just throw a hissy fit. Call up Cassie after she broke up with Diddy, yeah. I told Shorty if she talking, and she gon' call her friends up and we did, whoa. I ain't in the talking, go chop off your lips. If I ain't in your top 10, go top 4 for bridge. My black boys like boys that knock off your lid. I thought y'all gon' pop off, so hop off my. What you mean? I said, what you mean? Woo! Listen, I don't trust her, so no, I said, what you mean? Whoa, I said, what you mean? Woo! You thought I was finished, you thought it was over. You thought I retired, you thought I went fishing with Kobe. I'm still as ill as considered as one of the coldest. Still a put a partner rapper here like Moses. I'm throwback like I'm Mola Roller. I'm cooler than a cup of yogurt. Black flag boy, truck soldier. I'm cool with laws and Ayatollahs. Rap gods like Cyclops and Olga. I'm King Kong, ain't nobody told you. You think Rose still. And Bobby Brown about to go get. Paul McCartney, I'm rich. I'm Muhammad Ali, I talk. I'm James Brown, about to tear down this. I'm Michael Jackson, them bad as bag gon' get. What you mean?
He's always hating, said I'll never make it. I heard he's always talking with them. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. I heard he's mad at me cause I'm getting money. I heard he's mad at me cause he's on me. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. I heard he's mad at me cause I'm shining. They ain't seen it when I'm young, out here grinding. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, yeah. Either way, young, getting paid, yeah. I heard he's mad at me cause I'm poppin'. They don't wanna with some money in my pockets. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, yeah. Either way, a hater always gonna hate, yeah. Mad at me cause I'm tryna feed my. I'm supposed to make it out and I don't bring my. No way, no way, no way, yeah. They ones and they here to stay, yeah. I heard he's always hating, said I'll never make it. I heard he's always talking with them. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, yeah. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, yeah. I heard he's mad at me cause I'm getting money. I heard he's mad at me cause he's on me. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, yeah. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, yeah. I heard he tryna lie me, but I ain't no dummy. It's okay though, got it, you really want it. I spent 13 on the ring and now I feel unlucky. Hey, she love my diamond ring, she said she wanna touch it. It's okay, I get 30K just to hit the stage. Sip, hit my Michael in my Michael J's. I get cake, I cannot complain. Been finessing since I was a kid.
in the second grade, selling lemonade. Get paid, hold up, wait, can I get paid? Yawn, in a break, feel like I'm in space. See a snake, kill a snake, get paid. Get left every day, so get your straight.
I heard these always hating, said I never make it. I heard these always talking with them. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. I heard he's mad at me cause I'm getting money. I heard he's mad at me cause he's on me. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. Mad cause I'm trying to feed my family. Why I gotta watch a friend more than an enemy? I had to stun on the that I'm supposed to stunt with. Had to cut you off, you was on some dun. You was supposed to be my dog, why you hate on me? They say success, turn your friends to some enemies. That is crazy. Cause it's shining, now you act shady. Yeah, but I guess it's okay. My mama told me you would show me your ways. Yeah, but I gotta check with him. I had the bands. Pull up in the land. Diamonds on me look like Ernie. He's always hating, said I never make it. I heard he's always talking with them. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. I heard he's mad at me cause I'm getting money. I heard he's mad at me cause he's on me. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay.
I got loyalty, got royalty inside my DNA. Quarter piece, got war and peace inside my DNA. I got power, poison, pain, and joy inside my DNA. I got hustle, though, ambition, flow inside my DNA. I was born like this and born like this, immaculate conception. I transform like this, perform like this with new weapon. I don't contemplate, I meditate, then off your head. This that put the kids to bed. This that I got realness. I just killed this cause it's in my DNA. I got millions, I got riches building in my DNA. I got dark, I got evil that rot inside my DNA. I got off, I got trouble, some heart inside my DNA. I just win again, then win again like Wimbledon I serve. Yeah, that's him again. The sound that engine in is like a bird. You see fireworks and Corvette tires skirt the boulevard. I know how you work, I know just who you are. See, use it. Your hormones probably switch inside your DNA. Problem is, all that inside your DNA. Daddy probably snitch, heritage inside your DNA. Backbone don't exist, born on side a jellyfish I gauge. See my pedigree, most definitely don't tolerate the front. I've been through probably offend you, this is Paula's oldest son. I know conviction, burners, boosters, ballers, dead, redemption, scholars, fathers, kids and I wish I was fed forgiveness, yeah. Soldier's DNA, born inside the beast. My expertise checked out in second grade. When I was 9, on sale motel, we didn't have nowhere to stay. At 29, I've done so well, hit cartwheel in my estate. And I'm gon' shine like I'm supposed to, antisocial extrovert. And excellent meaning extra work. And absentness, you hurt. And passiveness never struck my nerve. And that's a riff gonna be this case. The reason my power's here on earth. Salute the truth from the prophecy. I got loyalty, got royalty inside
this is
my
why
DNA.
I say that hip-hop has done more damage to young African Americans in recent years.
I live about my DNA. This is my heritage, all I'm inheriting. Money and power, the Mecca emeritus. Tell me something, you can't tell me nothing. I'd rather than to listen to you. My DNA not for imitation. Your DNA an abomination. This how this when you in the matrix, dodging bullets, reaping what you're sowing, stacking up the footage, living on the go and sleeping in the villa, sipping from a Grammy, walking in the building, diamond in the ceiling, marble on the floors, beaches out the window, peeking out the window, baby in the pool, Godfather goes, only Lord knows, I've been going hammer, dodging paparazzi, through the cameras, eat it for $4. Watching all the snakes, curving all the fakes, phone never own, I don't conversate, I don't compromise, I just penetrate, money, these are the breaks, these are the times, level number 9, look up in the sky, tennis on the way, sinners on the way, I got winners on the way, you ain't without a on your belt, you ain't without a ticket on your plate, you ain't sick enough to pull it on yourself, you ain't rich enough to hit the ladder skate, tell me when destruction gonna be my fate, gonna be a fate, gonna be our fate, peace to the world, let it rotate, money, DNA.
Falling too fast to prepare for this. Tripping in the world could be dangerous. Everybody circling as vultures. Negative, nepotist. Everybody waiting for the fall of man. Everybody praying for the end of times. Everybody hoping they could be the one. I was born to run, I was born for this. Whip, run me like a racehorse. Pull me like a ripcord. Break me down and build me up. I wanna be the slip. Word upon your lip. Rather that you rip. Break me down and build me up. Whatever it takes. 'Cause I love the adrenaline in my veins. I do whatever it takes. 'Cause I love how it feels when I break the chains. Whatever it takes. Yeah, take me to the top. I'm ready for whatever it takes. 'Cause I love the adrenaline in my veins. I do what it takes. Always had a fear of being typical. Looking at my body feeling miserable. Always hanging on to the visual. I wanna be invisible. Looking at my years like a never be enough. I'm the prodigal son. I was born to run. I was born for this. Whip, run me like a racehorse. Pull me like a ripcord. Break me down and build me up. I wanna be the slip. Word upon your lip. Rather that you rip. Break me down and build me up. Whatever it takes. 'Cause I love the adrenaline in my veins. I do whatever it takes. 'Cause I love how it feels when I break the chains. Whatever it takes. Yeah, take me to the top. I'm ready for whatever it takes. 'Cause I love the adrenaline in my veins. I do what it takes, but critical, egotistical. Don't wanna be the parenthetical, hypothetical. Working under something that I'm proud of. Out of the box, an epoxy to the world and the vision we've lost. I'm an apostrophe. I'm just a symbol to remind you that there's more to see. I'm just a product of the system of catastrophe, and yet a masterpiece, and yet I'm half diseased. And when I am deceased, at least I go down to the grave and die happily. Leave the body of my soul to be a part of me. I do what it takes. Whatever it takes. 'Cause I love the adrenaline in my veins. I do whatever it takes. 'Cause I love how it feels when I break the chains. Whatever it takes. Yeah, take me to the top. I'm ready for whatever it takes. 'Cause I love the adrenaline in my veins. I do what it takes.
Montana.
You know, I'm like, yeah, nice P, you know?
What up, Pink?
Man.
La música de Harry Fraud.
When I pull up, they notice me. Come and talk to me like Jodeci. But don't you be too close to me. Them goons you see, let it go for me. I bring them things, I bring them things. I call them, he bring them things. Mucho, I bring them things. Looking so expensive, rings and things. I bring them things. I bring them things. I bring them things.
Man, you don't want with them, bro. Oh, you, and it better get low. Extorting, you ain't got no friends. Oh, they'll be with that like a Chanel scarf like rainbow. $1,000. This ain't your cloth. You ain't, that ain't no sauce. I can see the noodles made for poodles. I'm thinking about the LaFerrari coupe. 1.8, the option is the roof. Greens is a secret to the youth. Your goals are malnourished. Please spit the juice. Y'all be vaping, I be laden. Yes, y'all be aping. I'm Richard Mill Nation. No diamonds, just tourbillon facing with gears and sprockets with the sapphire casing.
When I pull up, they notice me. Come and talk to me like Jodeci. But don't you be too close to me. Them goons you see, let it go for me. I bring them things, I bring them things. I call them.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Opening week in the NFL is an exciting time for everybody, including these two teams here today. It's the Monarchs going up against the 49ers.
Larry, we are down the peninsula from San Francisco as you get a look inside modern Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the London Monarchs and the San Francisco 49ers. First carry for Carlos Hyde. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. Second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. Third down now.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Let's go.
They'll set up a throw. Complete to the right. This is Garcon. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Here's Austin. A great return there of 22 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So that'll back him up 5. From the gun, here's Goff. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. He got 29 yards that time. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. To throw on second down is gone. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
They got a man. It's Woods. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. In the red zone this time. From the red zone now, Goff. Being chased out left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Woods, the receiver, in motion left. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. Goff on third down. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be first and goal. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we're looking at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. Here comes the D swarming to the line. And from the 3 now, it's second and goal. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Now they've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on third and goal? Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. On third down, it's Austin, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Tavon Austin taking it in from a yard out. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on third and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. They run run again with Hyde on first. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he completes it to Wilson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. First down, a run with Hyde. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 5 at the 4. A good pickup there of 20 yards. First and goal. Defense with their backs against the wall. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in tech.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Carlos Hyde taking it in. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
First and 10, Goff. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Super 66.
Now a first down throw. Goff. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and it's second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. On second and 10, Goff. Over the middle, complete. That's Woods. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. And this offense on third down today, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. To throw is Goff. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down. They're going to go for it. It's Goff. He finds his man. It's Austin. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Call it a gain of 3. And they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. On first down, it's gone. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Woods. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, a 22. Goff on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Woods. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Eric Armstead in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. This offense so far on third down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Out of the gun, Goff. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Woods. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That time 12 yards on the pass play, but still shy of where they needed to go. 4th and goal. So on 4th down, Goff will yield to Greg Zuerlein for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline, somewhat happy.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here.
No, Jack, Patriot!
Here's Hyde as they begin on the ground. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Back to throw. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be knocked down sideways. Right there around the 35-yard line. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Officially, 1:54 to go in this first half. Back to the booth right after this. Woods, the receiver, in motion left. Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 34 yards there and a first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. They go play action here on first down. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Solomon Thomas in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Woods, the receiver, in motion left. Play action. It's gone. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. The offense on third down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Goal. And this is caught by Watkins. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
When I watched Jared Goff on tape at Cal, I saw a guy who wasn't just a dart thrower. You know, a lot of people said, he's perfect for the West Coast offense. I always thought he could do a little bit more, and that was the reason why. He can push it downfield. He has a good, strong arm.
Austin's got it left side. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Woods, the receiver, in motion left. Off play action. Here's Goff. His throw caught at about the 5. 23 yards on the play. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Watkins alone on the left side. Here's Goff now on second down. This is caught. Watkins. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. So we've reached. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
Over the middle, he's got Watkins. A very solid gain of 27. And they're going to go soft on the corners. On first down, gone. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. A very solid gain of 27. Woods, the receiver, in motion left. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Robert Woods from 21 yards away. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Complete to the right. This is Garcon. A nice gain of 21 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
But these guys going to chop into that deficit? They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
They'll set up a throw. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
They'll look to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play, and it'll be fourth down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for San Francisco. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Now gone. Going for the deep ball. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Take Carradine from that outside linebacker spot. He's able to get in there for a loss of 9. And this offense on third down today, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 19. Now gone. They got a man. It's Woods. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. So the offense has it 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. DeForest Buckner forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. From the 50, it's Goff. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Solomon Thomas in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, here's Goff. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the 1st down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
Good blocking there, and nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense 1st and 10. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Flushed out right, and he slides to avoid the hit. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. On 2nd down, Hyde. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Back to throw now on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Aaron Donald in there to sack him for a loss of 6. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is really be able to bounce back in the next one, because right now, this has not been his game.
Give him 14 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Buying time to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them, because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it. Now this offense ready to head back out there. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll find a little space. He gets this up near the 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Back now here in Santa Clara as we're about ready to rock and roll for the fourth and final quarter. Four yards remaining now on second down. Woods, the receiver, in motion left. Now a play fake, and it's gone. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A gain of 32 that time. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Woods, the receiver, in motion left. They'll fake the handoff. Now gone. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Back to throw. Gone. And this is caught at the 8. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. 23 yards on the play. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Tavon Austin, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers getting set to trot out there. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. On first down, he'll drop to throw. They go screen pass to Hyde. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
They completed the screen, but one of the things you worry about is can the quarterback get rid of the ball before he's actually tackled? So your offensive linemen have to hold up the rushers a little bit because you want to make sure you keep your guy's jersey clean throughout the game.
Handoff comes to Hyde. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
They go play action here on first down. Escaping the pressure and eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Samson Abukum in there to drop him for a loss on the play.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Forced out to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. The Niners on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Here we go now.
They'll look to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Throwing now, Goff. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 44 yards. A fresh set of downs, and they're at the 1. 1st and goal. The carry here for the big tight end. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Tyler Higbee taking it in. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
Little work still to do, though. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Now let's go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Being chased out left. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 23 yards on the play. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Now a desperation, and he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Wilson, 50 yards. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. And they'll get set here looking for the two-point conversion. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. And now back out comes the offense. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Goff going to throw it. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. On 2nd and 10, Goff. And that one drops to the ground, incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds, 19 left.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Throwing on 3rd, Goff. Over the middle, complete. That's Woods. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Of this broken hymn saying, "I'm not, this is who I am." I know you ain't there yet. Don't stop to catch your breath. You're going higher and higher, higher and higher. Let go, set me free. Got the streets all I need. We're going higher and higher, higher and higher. Keep running, keep running, keep running. Feel the flame. Hold on, I can make it rain. Oh, do you hear the thunder? No, don't let it bring you down. up, girl, and see the light. You're not alone, don't give up like that. Oh yeah, got a ways to go. Break that wall, let the spirit flow. I know you ain't done yet. Don't stop to catch your breath. You're going higher, 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 higher. Let go, set me free. Got the streets, all I need. We're going higher, 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 higher. Oh, keep running. Oh, keep running. Oh, keep running. Reach out, reach out. Oh, keep running. Oh, keep running. Oh, keep running. Reach out, reach out.
As we go on, like we do, when it's hot outside, I wanna just chill with you, what you need, to put your little mind at ease, there's a little sunshine in the summer breeze, let's ride, baby, if you feel the same, let me know, if you feel the same, then let me know. Yes, I do. What you got to lose?
You done made it to see a whole nother summer and it feel good. Stop now, top down through the neighborhood. Let the wind blow, open up the window. That girl is poison like Belleville DeVoe. We have a barbecue to do FO. Swimming pool party in the back on the low. And the plates of food will be laid out for free. Little kids, get down. I have a bus pull up with Tommy the Clown to do the jerk, go to work and do that dance that'll make your whole body hurt. Playing Bombardier, calm and clear. This that time of the year for everybody to be boisterous. Rock with Snoop Dogg and rejoice to this.
As we go on, like we do, when it's hot outside, I wanna just chill with you, what you need, to put your little mind at ease, there's a little sunshine in the summer breeze, let's ride, baby, if you feel the same, let me know, if you feel the same, then let me know. Yes, I do. What you got to lose?
Shined up my white walls, night falls. I'm feeling good. I'm doing things that you never would, like surfing with the sharks or shooting in the dark. Riding on a bike with my grandson at the park. Evolve while I elevate. Take flight, levitate. Breakfast for dinner. I'm cold as but summer ain't the winter. Finna, bender, Kona, on a 3-wheel motion. I'm headed to the ocean. Caravan full of cars, neighborhood stars. Up the boulevard we go till we can't go no more. It's me and mine, it's summertime. You go off and we go on.
As we go on, like we do, when it's hot outside, I wanna just chill with you, what you need, to put your little mind at ease, there's a little sunshine in the summer breeze, let's ride, baby, if you feel the same, let me know, if you feel the same, then let me know. Yes, I do. What you got to lose?
I've been rolling on the freeway, I've been riding 85. I've been thinking way too much, and I'm way too gonna drive. I got anger in my chest, I got millions on my mind, and you didn't get the picture, so I guess you want the vibe.
Get what I'm saying? LOV on my man, let's put